Nah, I'm not such a fan of the yellow background anymore. So much better. Well, it's happened. I've been exposed. I'm not even kidding. Ryu Kang 1995, the almighty Mortal Kombat god that doesn't spam it at all. Nope, he does not. Has revealed my secret identity. My name is not Tim the Tin Can. I'm Tim the Trash Can. Wear the flaming pile of shit on my head. My whole life has been turned upside down by this traumatic experience, and he has since removed this claim, this post, but I've still got it here somewhere, and he's been calling me a troll online. Ryu Kang, your exposed response, that wasn't a video though, and where you don't defend yourself, you sum up like 2% of the video, and then try to shift the blame onto your ex, that she's obsessing over some Magrichi samurai warrior. I don't even know what the fuck that is, and I don't care. This is about you, your obsession with Mortal Kombat and fighting games in general. That's a fact. You cannot defend that against me or any other person that sends to smell. That is why I will not get a real response, isn't it? You can't defend the fact that you've beaten your cancer-sick mother, harassed people online with evidence that has been laid in front of you by me. You will not only protect your Mortal Kombat obsession because that you can defend. Granted, it was a really poor defense. You didn't even defend it, you just summed it up because people wouldn't watch it. They have it there in text. They don't need to watch a 7-minute long video, now do they? But then they missed out a lot of information, such as you beating your mother, who has cancer, and stalking and harassing, including other acts, such as the shit we're going to bring up later. And on a side note, stop harassing my friends. You know what? Stop harassing people, you thunder cunt. People need to live their life without you bothering them. This is a disturbing behavior, and people shouldn't have to suffer because of your psychiatric problems. Sure, I know you're just empty threats, but some people may not be so keen upon receiving death threats all the time, such as your ex, Kishi Yamamoto on DeviantArt, Gray Girl, sorry if I mispronounced that, again on DeviantArt, Michael Jordy, again on DeviantArt. What the fuck is up with you and DeviantArt? And that's just the shit I know about. So, in short, stop harassing my friends, stop harassing your family, stop harassing people on DeviantArt, solve your own fucking problems without the means of fist or mean words. The purpose of these videos are not to expose your obsession with Mortal Kombat. This isn't about the fighting games, you obsessed bitch. Do you really think we care about your fucking games? I do not give a rat's dick about Mortal Kombat. This is about calling you out for all your other shit that you have done to people past and will probably do in the future. The psychiatric mental torture, the physical torture too. Your mother with cancer, for example. This is the real time, not game time, you butthurt butt baby. You gotta give credit where credit is due though, and I am so happy that Ryu Kang 1995 has gone public with his misogyny, death threats, rape and stupidity, thus lowering the chances radically that he'll ever get a date, thus erasing himself from the genre pool so that future generations might have a chance of living happily. And to think he wants to have to think he wants to have an open relationship. Don't you have to get at least one girlfriend in order to achieve that goal? Or is it just me? No, but I don't think he'll get laid much after this. The only way he'll probably get laid is either rape or the more believable source, necrophilia. Don't just take my word for it. Meet my old friend Kenny Kitty is, who have known this atrocity of a human being for far longer than I have. He has some stories to tell. To go on, please.
It's Kenny Kitty Ears, and I'm going to tell you about how I first met Ryu Kang in 1995. It was on January of 2015, and we knew each other first through a film discussion board on Facebook of whose name I'm not going to say. At first, everything seemed fine. He was talkative, he would respond to my posts, I'd respond to his. We'd laugh, we'd tell each other jokes, and everything seemed fine. And eventually, he invited me to a private group discussion with his other closer-knit friends within the group. And on there, for the first few months, everything was fine. Everything was perfect and cordial until he broke up with his online girlfriend. And I noticed that there was definitely something wrong with him. He'd go on these long-winded, violent rants about wanting to hurt her and kill her and, threaten people at his school, and he described beating his mother. And at first I thought he was joking. I thought, this is some pretty sick humor, But I realized that no, he's being very serious about this. That this is that he's, for whatever reason, he is telling us these really disturbing, real personal story of his to people that he doesn't even know personally. It's it was very problematic at the time, and I didn't want to say anything to the other members because he was friends with the moderators. That if I report anything, they would take his side over mine, and that they'd delete me. So I tried to get other people on board, that people within the Facebook page that I would interact with more, so they could, if the crap had to hit the fan, people would take my side. People would see what I'm seeing, and eventually I did, and it tried to balance out a little bit. But whenever they would try to talk about something different, things that he didn't want to talk about, he would just get more upset. And one time he got so set off that he sent a BDSM video, a porno video, over the Facebook chat in front of 10 other people. There's people who go to university, there's people who are working, who are checking these messages out on computers that don't belong to them, and this can get people in a lot of trouble. I was so fucking pissed off because he doesn't realize what his words can do. He doesn't realize that what saying these crazy things online has an effect on people, and what people are going to think about him. And he doesn't think that this is going to bounce back at him one day. This is going to get him in trouble. And eventually, around Christmas of that year, early December, he went on this long ass rant against one specific friend of his, and I told him, stop insulting him. Stop insulting this guy. He's not there to defend himself. And eventually, he started turning on me, started saying crazy things about myself. I stood my ground. I told him, fuck you too. And he took off. He wrote some things about me on his own page that I later found out about a few months later. I had to defend myself against these pretty crazy accusations aimed in my direction. And it's been rained on ever since. I'm very thankful not to hear from him anymore. But apparently some things he says have bounced back to bite him. And I can't say it's been a long time coming, because we tried being cordial to him. We tried being nice. Tried to give him second chances. And, no, he doesn't want any of that. He'd rather keep going, he'd rather keep raging on. He'd rather keep fighting. He'd rather keep causing trouble. And, when these things make their way to the public, you get what's coming to you. It's the worst thing about it is that, apparently, from the grapevine, that there's some people still taking his side in all this. After all the rants, all the crazy. I hope this video ends up being a much-needed wake-up call to him that you can't be treating people like garbage, especially on the internet, and expect nobody to find out about it. Nothing's ever kept secret. Everyone finds out eventually. May this serve as a much-needed reality check to him. I hope one day he learns from all this and puts all this silliness behind him. Until then, it's time to reap what you sow and lie in the bed that you made. If he's still not willing to learn, then that's ultimately his problem. Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.